High in the mist-covered hills of northeast India, where the mornings rise slowly through layers of forest and cloud, the Bnei Menashe have lived for centuries. In the states of Manipur and Mizoram, their villages cling to the slopes like quiet sentinels, holding stories older than anyone could fully explain. Stories whispered in wooden homes, repeated by elders whose voices carried both memory and mystery. According to their tradition, their ancestors came from a far-off land, beyond the great river, fleeing an ancient exile. No one in the village could point to that place on a map, yet the tale survived generation after generation with a conviction untouched by time. It spoke of wandering after the fall of the ancient kingdom of Israel, of the tribe of Manasseh scattered by Assyria nearly 2,700 years ago, of a fragment of that tribe continuing eastward, crossing unknown landscapes until they reached the lush, mountainous world that became their new home. For centuries, the Bnei Menashe lived as a people apart, distinct yet woven into the local fabric. They kept a form of Sabbath without knowing precisely why. They prayed to a single God even as neighboring peoples worshipped many. They observed unique dietary rules and preserved melodies that spoke of a distant homeland and a promise waiting to be fulfilled. They were, unknowingly, a bridge between two worlds, one ancient and nearly forgotten, and another that had not yet rediscovered them. Their story shifted quietly in the mid-20th century. Through contact with Christian missionaries, many encountered the Bible in their own languages. What others saw as scripture, they recognized as memory. The stories of the sons of Manasseh did not feel distant or symbolic. They felt personal. A spark ignited. Communities began embracing Jewish practices, building small prayer houses, studying the Hebrew alphabet, reshaping their rituals with growing precision. They wrote letters to Jewish organizations beyond India, seeking anyone who might help them reconnect with the people they believed were their long-lost brothers. Scholars, rabbis, and community leaders soon visited. They listened to the stories, studied the customs, and examined the coherence between tradition and identity. Many were struck by the persistence of this ancient thread, one that had survived almost 3 millennia without direct contact with the rest of the Jewish world. A turning point arrived in 2005. Israel's chief rabbinate formally recognized the Bnei Menashe's historical claim as descendants of the tribe of Manasseh and authorized a supervised conversion process to restore them fully to the Jewish people. For the Bnei Menashe, this decision felt like an echo finally answered, as if someone on the other side of history had said, "Yes, we remember you too." Aliyah began, slowly at first, in organized groups. Families left behind the green mountains and monsoon rains they had known all their lives and stepped into a new world, the dry hills, bustling cities, and ancient rhythms of Israel. Many described the moment not as migration, but as return. The journey was not easy. Administrative restrictions in India, limited resources, and the need for careful rabbinic supervision kept the pace slow. The pandemic added further delays. Yet the determination never faded. To complete the process, Israel launched a renewed plan for 2024-2026. Community leaders estimate that around 1,200 more Bnei Menashe will arrive by the end of 2026, bringing this long chapter of return to its conclusion, one of the most extraordinary and prolonged reunifications in Jewish history. Today, the Bnei Menashe are building new lives across Israel. They work, study, serve in the army, and raise families, carrying with them the languages of Mizo and Manipuri, the melodies of their ancestors, and the discipline of tightly knit village life. Their elders recall the hills of Mizoram, their children grow up among the landscapes of Galilee. Together, they live a rare feeling, the completion of a circle drawn nearly 27 centuries ago.